If your goal this year is to go after bigger and better paying gigs, you've probably started in on working on your songs and your set list. But your set list is probably the thing that is holding you back from the really important stuff. I find that at the beginning of most years, I hear musicians say, I want to work on building up our song list, making our songs better. Most musicians immediately jump to songs. But the people that are booking you, whether they're venues or some type of client like a bride and groom or a company that's hiring you for a special event with their business, they're not looking for the songs that you play. They're looking for the experience that you bring. In this video, I want to show you what to focus on before you dive into your songs and your set list if you actually want to level up this year. Let's get started. Welcome back to Danny Robertson Music, where we're helping you be the performer that you are meant to be. My name is Danny Robertson. Thanks for joining me as always. Before we dive into this week's topic, I want to talk about a couple of things really quickly. If you are a performer, a musician, a singer, and you want to level up your performances, you want to learn how to be a better performer, not just playing music, but actually creating an experience on stage, I want you to come check us out at DannyRobertsonMusic.com. There's a lot available there that we can help you see different aspects of your performance and help you grow in ways that you never would even think to look at, okay? So check out DannyRobertsonMusic.com. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is that we've been doing weekly videos pretty consistently for the last few years here on this YouTube channel, and we're going to be changing that routine a little bit this year. You're going to see fewer videos coming from this channel this year, and there's a reason for that. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing the way we provide that content to you. We're going to be bringing a lot of this into its own community, which will be available at DannyRobertsonMusic.com, hopefully in the near future. So keep your eye on your emails for that, okay? And join the email list if you haven't yet. So let's get back to looking at how we can level up this year as performers so we can book bigger and better paying gigs. The first point I want to make is that if you want bigger and better paying gigs, you need to get clear on what you want. You don't need to focus on your song list until you know what you want out of those gigs. If you say to yourself, I want to get more gigs this year, you're not really setting a goal for yourself. It's a very vague statement, and those gigs could be anything. So for example, you could ask yourself, what kind of rooms do I want to play in? Do you want to play in a coffee shop? Or do you want something bigger? Maybe it's church. Maybe it's a wedding venue. Maybe it's a particular bar that you want to get into. Over 20 years ago, there was a band that I started playing with, and we set new goals for ourselves every year based on where we wanted to be. So for example, the first year that we wanted to start playing, our main goal was to get in on the weekend rotation at a very popular bar that was in town at the time. And within about 6 months of doing that, we were able to get in first on like Thursday nights. And then because we were good, we got brought into the weekend rotation at that bar. And then we're playing there every month or 6 weeks or so. And it was a lot of fun. That was a really popular spot. And we got in there within the first year of us playing together as a band. Then think about what kind of clients do you want to have? Are you trying to play bars? Are you trying to play to the late night crowd? Are you trying to get brides and grooms? Are you trying to get corporate clients? You have to tailor your show based on what you're trying to achieve. Also think about what kind of energy do you want to bring? I've regularly played in 2 different bands that play weddings, and they had completely different energies to the way that they chose to play weddings. One group goes for the very classic, elegant type of feel out of a live band. It's very proper. It's very well executed music and a very well executed performance, but it's very, very specific. It's black and white attire, very professional. We don't go out of line. We don't create too much craziness. It's a very safe bet for a live events band for that kind of space. Now, on the flip side, my previous band was very much trying to go the alternate route. They were trying to be super colorful. They were trying to be super energetic, super fun. They wanted to work with people based on that fun energy that they wanted to bring to their show. And so there's 2 different approaches here, but they both were able to execute a lot of great wedding event types of gigs. These goals that you set yourself should define the types of gigs that you want to go after. And that affects what you put into your set list later down the line. The second point I want to make is that most performers tend to oversell their song lists and undersell their other values. Just like if someone were to go on a vacation, people are going to book based on the experience, not necessarily the details of the event. So as a musician, a singer, a performer, a band, you are being booked not because of the song choices you make, but because of the way you make people feel. They'll remember things like if they felt like it was classy or professional or really super fun. That's the thing that people remember. They don't necessarily remember all the songs that you play. They remember the full experience. Even things like how well you handled the crowd, how well you handled the room. Was the crowd on the dance floor? Because if somebody books you and you do not entertain to the point where people want to get up and be in front of the stage, I'm sorry to say it, but you're not doing a great job, because that is the thing that your clients will remember. Were people participating in your show? So this includes things like your stage presence, how you transition between songs. Drives me absolutely insane when I see a band or I'm in a band where we take 2 minutes to go between one song to the next. It's unprofessional. It loses the momentum of the show. It's a really big problem. So your transitions are very important. How well you speak on a microphone. Is your audience even listening to you while you speak on a microphone? When you say things on stage, are you saying the generic things that every band says? How's everybody doing tonight? Or are you making that experience personal for your audience? Your goals should include how you perform, not just what you perform. Those song choices don't matter if you're boring your audience in the process. The third thing I really want to point out is that when you go to perform in a live show, your set list is not just a set of songs. It's a tool. It's not the whole strategy. A great example of this is when you play a wedding or a corporate event. How are you expecting yourself to know anything about your client if you haven't done a little research ahead of time? Your set list becomes more powerful when you make it personal. You need to know your audience a little bit before you ever start the first song. The experience you create is based on how well you prepare for that kind of stuff. So for example, this is something that a band leader that I work with, we're doing a show this weekend. This set list is set up with a whole bunch of popular songs. They're nothing special. Some of them I don't even like playing. But what these are is this is what we would call in this band, they call it like an 80% list. These songs are being put into most of our private event shows. And the reason for that is because brides and grooms like these songs. Corporate events like these songs, and we execute them well. So why are they pretty much all on this set list? Well, this show is a public show. And the whole reason we play this show is not because we really aim to make a lot of money from this particular show. This show is designed to be a public space where people can come check out the band so that they can book them for private events. So the entire purpose of this set list is to show off our best stuff. It's to show off the band executing as well as we possibly can in a fun and engaging way. This set list is just a tool for us. It's going for a bigger outcome. We are aiming to show off the band so that we can book further potential gigs. Your set list is a tool. You can use it for a bigger, better outcome. Okay? So to bring this full circle, all I'm trying to say here is that if you want bigger and better gigs this year, you don't start with songs. You start with picking the direction you want to go, and then make your decisions based on where you want to be and the shows you want to perform. This year could be shaping up to be your best year yet, but you need to set the direction. You need to steer your ship in the way you want it to go, and then make your decisions based on that. If you're looking for more guidance with this, I can help you there. Check out DannyRobertsonMusic.com. We help you focus on the non-music elements of your live show to help you create a better overall experience for yourself and your audience, which, believe it or not, helps you get bigger and better gigs. So check out DannyRobertsonMusic.com. In the meantime, that's it for this week. Reminder that we're going to be slowing down on these videos on YouTube. So get on our email list because you're going to see more content coming straight from our email list, okay? DannyRobertsonMusic.com. So other than that, best of luck on steering your ship in the right direction to play some amazing shows this year. I know you can do it. So get to work, go play some great gigs, and we'll see you soon. Take care.